I got a daycare teacher fired for secretly showing my son religious cartoons. Now everyone, including my wife, thinks I'm a monster for ruining her career over talking vegetables, but she ignored my boundaries 4 times. My wife and I have our son in a local daycare. A few months ago, when I picked him up, I asked him about his day. He started telling me about a show they watched with cartoon vegetables. I had a sinking feeling I knew exactly what it was. The next morning, I asked the teacher if they were watching VeggieTales. Instead of a simple yes or no, she claimed they didn't show the kids anything inappropriate. I pressed her again, specifically asking about the show, but she refused to give me a straight answer, just repeating that the media was safe. I told her clearly, I do not want my son watching that show. That evening, I asked my son again. He confirmed it, they watched it. I immediately emailed the administration. They assured me that VeggieTales was not approved media and had no place in their curriculum. They promised it would never be shown again. The following week, I asked my son the same question. Yep, they watched it again. I reached out to the school once more, and this time they tried to gaslight me, suggesting my son was just confused. I decided to take matters into my own hands. I left work early, bypassed the receptionist who tried to stop me, and barged into the main classroom. There it was, right on the screen, VeggieTales. I pulled out my phone and took a photo for proof. The administration gave me a warning for barging in, which was fair, but they also promised the issue would be solved. The teacher was ordered to take all her personal tapes home and was banned from bringing in outside media. 1 week later, my son said they didn't watch it. I thought I won. But the week after that? He said they watched it again. At this point, I was done playing nice. I started contacting other parents, forming what I called the Anti-VeggieTales Coalition. Even some of the Christian parents were annoyed, not because of the content, but because they felt that if their children were going to have questions about faith, they should be asking their parents, not a daycare teacher. The situation escalated until the administration finally fired her. Now, there's a massive backlash against me. Other parents feel guilty and are saying it's all my fault for pressuring the school over something minor. Even my wife told me I went on a warpath and blew things out of proportion, but from my perspective, it wasn't about the vegetables. It was about a teacher repeatedly lying to parents and the administration to push her own agenda on children. Should she have just left her religious cartoons at home, or am I really the jerk for making this a hill to die on? So, aita?